What the government has so far done is used Unlawful Activities Prevention Act to ban certain organizations. Now this banning of organizations it's done at the discretion of the government. So it decides when a organization threatens the unity, integrity, or is working against creating disaffection against the government, etc., etc. That they decide that they have to ban an organization. Now it's invariably happens that this law has only been used against political dissent, which is that they have targeted organizations which are working political expression, especially. They banned a number of organizations across the country. Not only the procedures adopted for banning itself is pernicious, what is more alarming is that what happens once you ban an organization, you create a new offense. People automatically who are its members, sympathizers, or have had any dealing, it could be kith and kin of the members, come under the glare of having committed an offense precisely because their membership or their support or their sympathy for a banned organization. That is what makes it pernicious. So you have thousands of people who come under and become potential offenders against whom the government can or the police can always pick them up. And this is what we have seen increase. The more organizations you ban, more you create the number of offenders and the more of arrest, detention, more of cases that are piled on them in special courts and the problems associated with. So this is a very systematic attack on civil liberties of the people. That is the most significant development in the last 5 years. Anti-terror laws, we have seen what they have enabled is for the government to detain people and keep them incarcerated for a long period. It could be 1 year to 14, 15, 16, 17, even more years of incarceration, even while they have not been convicted, because the case is carrying on. Okay, it's only at the end when it reaches some higher instance that you find that people get released. Yes, case is weak, as we have found where UAPA has been used. It seems that in a very high percentage, as high as 80 to 85% of cases, the so-called semi-accused or I am accused have been acquitted by the courts in the course of the trial itself. But even then, these trials take very long. All the years of trial, it's very difficult when anti-terror law is invoked to get bail, and therefore they rot inside the jail. But the problem is not just of those who are inside. Think of the family and the wider circle which also gets affected by it, because if anybody's kith and kin is inside jail, it means a lot of people are involved in trying to help out in one way or another. So it's also a burden, or it's a pain which is shared by a wide number of people who are affected by just one person's arrest. This has been a major cause of concern of civil liberties and democratic rights group, that you can use anti-terror laws. Because it's terror case or so-called terror case, the judiciary is hesitant. The law is also enacted which gives prosecutor the power to deny bail to an accused, although the Supreme Court can carry on saying that bail should be the rule and jail exception. It's the other way around where anti-terror laws are invoked. It's invariably jail, and jail not for 6 months, 1 year, but for number of years. So that's the single biggest problem with anti-terror laws. It's not that they are meant to convict the real culprits of crime, not at all. If, say, for example, a person associated with a Hindutva organization is arrested for having planted a bomb in which a number of civilians died in a public place, for instance, they won't be proceeded against as members of a banned organization. You'll never see NIA being used against Gorakshaks and mob lynchers, but they will be used against either the vulnerable social communities, it could be Muslims, Dalits, Adivasis, or it could be political dissidents. And please do not forget that this is also taking place when in the last 5 years we have seen how NIA has systematically weakened its own cases and in fact has tried to persuade its own prosecutors to go slow or go soft on Hindutva accuse. So it's in this climate you're looking at this attack on political dissidents. It is to terrorize a wide number of people by ensnaring them in such cases for a long period to send a message to others of what awaits them if they dare to raise their voice against the government or speak out against the government or try and organize or become part of struggles against the government. That's a simple message that has been sent across. Anybody you want to damn, you declare that this person is a threat to national security. How do you know? Because the government feels it on mere suspicion, or because they don't like somebody's face, or because somebody has a name they don't like, or somebody writes something that they find disagreeable, or it could be a number of reasons.